What's up, guys? In this session, we're going to talk a little bit about technique. Now, we're going to talk a little mic technique and we're going to talk some vocal technique. First, let's talk quickly about mic technique. Now, when you're using a microphone, it's important that you sing as closely into the mic as you can without eating it, right? Hold it right in front of your face, and you don't want to hold it to the side, or you don't want to hold it under your chin. Unless you're going to go for a big high note, you might want to pull it back a little bit. That's fine, but just know that the further away the mic is from your mouth, the weaker the quality of sound will be. So just keep that in mind when you're singing. We want the mic to be in a position where it can pick up all of your sound as you sing. Next, let's talk about some vocal techniques. And specifically, let's talk about what it means to use our chest, head, and mixed voices. Now, if you've never heard of these terms before, that's okay. That's why we're here to talk about them. So let's talk about head voice. When talking about your head voice, it's the part of your voice that sounds the most airy and light. And for guys, we would call it our falsetto voice. See, me. See, that sound is produced by me focusing all my air and my tone to come from what feels like the top of my head. You'll know when you're using your head voice because the majority of the sound resonance or the vibration of the sound feels like it's mainly in your head. So when I sing, me, I feel the sound resonance or the vibrations mainly here in my face, but what it really is in my soft palate. Now, chest voice is the part of your voice that sounds the most full and out front, or in your face, so to speak. And you know you're using your chest voice when the majority of the sound resonance mainly comes from your chest, like this. Oh, let your glory fall. When I do that, I feel the majority of my sound resonance right here in my chest. Now, before we go further and we talk about our mixed voice, I want to make this clear. Your chest and head voice is something you have, and your mixed voice is something that you do. That's very important to keep in mind. You're simply blending the head and chest voice together to create your mixed or blended voice. And when you're operating out of your mixed voice, you'll feel the sound resonance coming from both your chest and head, but mainly right here in the middle. And I'll show you all three now. Oh, let your glory fall, let your glory fall, bring awakening, awakening. Oh, let your glory fall, let your glory fall, bring awakening, awakening. Did you see the difference? So now, let's talk about when to use each one and why. Head voice. Female vocalists, mainly you're going to use your head voice in a down chorus or a softer part of the song to add a softer sound while there's not much music or other vocalists singing with you. Chest voice. Now you're going to use this in dynamically bigger parts of songs when you need your vocal to cut through, a punch through to take the song where it needs to go, like a bridge or a big chorus at the end of a song to finish it out. Mixed voice. For the most part, this is where you're mainly going to operate. For me, I mainly operate 70% of the time during a song in my mixed voice. It's a nice, full, consistent sound without being too airy, breathy, or way too hard. So, I would encourage you to take time practicing using each approach so that you can better understand them and know when to use them while singing. We hope that you enjoyed this session and that you learned something along the way. We'll catch you next time.